This country's in deep trouble, people. This country's reaching the end of days unless you are willing to do something about it. Unless you are willing to go to war to save her from the peril. You are just as much to blame as the liberal media that is trying to choke the life out of her dead corpse. Well, I don't know about you, but that don't sit well with me. 555 Talk. I want to know what you think. Caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, Crash? Am I on the air?
You certainly are. What's your question?
Well, I want to know why these damn liberals think it's okay to use my hard-earned tax dollars to pay for someone else's health insurance.
My fellow Americans, we are at a crossroads. The train is barreling down on us at 100 miles an hour. The only question is, are you man enough to take a stand? Do you have the cojones? We have time for one more caller. Rick, you are on Right Talk. What's on your mind?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I should?
Yes?
This ought to be good. By all means, enlighten me.
How can you be so cold?
I'm not cold. It's actually quite comfy in my studio.
I am so happy for you. It's freezing in my house.
You should try paying your gas bill. Works wonders.
Easy for you to say. You have a job. I lost mine, and now my daughter and I have to huddle together in one corner of our house in front of a tiny space heater.
And that is my fault how?
You sit there in your cozy little studio telling your minions that people like me are lazy, that we don't have the right to health care.
I give you free health care, then I have to give it to the next guy. Then I have to give the next guy free health care too, and on and on and on. Where does it end? It's a vicious circle, and no, sir, I, for one, am not okay with footing the bill for you or anyone else. I worked hard to get where I am. What's your excuse?
What's my excuse? I got laid off. I worked in the travel industry for 10 years. Websites like Expedia and Travelocity made me obsolete. And just like that, it was over. I had to come home and tell my little girl that her daddy didn't have a job anymore. Do you have any idea what that's like? What am I supposed to do when my little girl gets sick? Tell her, I'm sorry. Daddy can't take you to the doctor and make you better because we don't have insurance.
There are no free rides in this country, nor should there be. I am sick and tired of people like you thinking I should pay more out of my pocket so that losers like you can freeload. And as to your question about what you should do if you have no health insurance and your daughter gets sick, to quote Charles Dickens, perhaps she should just die quickly and decrease the surplus population. Time is 10 p.m. and you're listening to Right Talk on WGOP Radio.
Excuse me.
Oh my God, you startled me.
Sorry to bother you.
Listen, if you want an autograph, station's right up there. Just ask my secretary, she'll get you one.
No. It's nothing like that. I just want to ask you a question.
Okay?
That stuff you say on the air, you actually mean that?
Do I? Well, of course I do.
So when you say that little girls should die and decrease the surplus population, that's from your heart?
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're that caller from earlier today. Listen, buddy, I don't want any problems. Don't make me call the police.
I'm not here for trouble. I just want to shake the hand of the man with the coldest, blackest heart in America. Hey, come on. It's the least you could do for a down-on-his-luck father.
Now, wait a minute. What's the idea? Let go of my hand. Crazy son of a...
Crash, you forgot your lunch! I thought you might want the other half of your sandwich for later.
Thank you, Barbara.
Who are you talking to?
No matter. Say, did you see somebody run away from me just a little bit ago?
No, why?
No reason.
Well, good night then.
Yeah. That's great, lemon pie.
Here you go, dear.
Thank
Thank you, darling.
Daddy, watch this!
Emily, dear, don't bother your father while he's reading the paper.
Emily? Emily! Donna, call an ambulance! My baby. Come on, breathe, baby, breathe.
What happened?
I don't know. 1 minute she was fine, and then the next she just stopped. Please save her.
We'll do everything we can, sir.
Thank you.
Right after you show me proof of medical insurance.
Insurance?
Yes, sir. And a valid ID?
I don't have it. It's up in the house. I'll show it to you after you save my baby.
What do you think this is, Canada? There aren't any free rides here, pal. Don't be a freeloader.
You!
Looks like she's already gone. And just as well, gonna decrease that surplus population and all.
No!
Crash!
What? Huh?
We're back in 5.
Welcome back to Rat Talk. I'm your host, Crash Lumberg. We have Rick Everett from Cleveland on. Rick, what's on your mind?